You're rocking with Go Live Radio, where hip hop lives, sleeps, and never dies.
Follow us on Twitter at Go Live Radio. Go Live Radio. Yeah. Hey, one going in, ain't he?
He really is.
Yeah, so that's crazy though. One of those records that one played was by the homie Big Sty.
Yeah. Big Sty.
Like Big Sty had a controversial record. What was it called though? What was it called?
It's a problem.
It's a problem. You know, he was dissing all the rappers and he said he'll dig up Pac and Biggie and say fuck him too and all that. So, you know, Sty was, you know, he made a name in hip hop. A lot of rappers, major rappers, New York. I remember Freddie Fox was one of the rappers that was told Hot 97 don't play that shit again. You know, ain't nobody gonna talk about Biggie and you know all that. It reminds me of a story about Big Sty and the homie Lonnie B. Alright, this is the funniest thing I ever heard. I don't think Lonnie know the story. Somebody else told me. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say who did. You know, alright? But Lonnie and Sty was having a conversation. And Sty had a record. And Sty wanted Lonnie to play the record. But you know, the politics of major radio, you know, it's out of Lonnie's hands, you know what I mean? But a lot of people that came to Lonnie B and was like, play my record, man, you hate play my record, but you know.
We don't understand.
Yeah, you know, all that. So
programming.
He came to Lonnie and said, yo man, my kids gotta eat, man, play my record, my kids gotta eat. Lonnie said, well let's go to the grocery store and buy your kids some groceries, man. You know, okay? Because if that play this record's gonna get your kids something to eat, let's go to the grocery store, man. Yeah, I'll buy your kids some groceries, man. I almost fainted laughing. That was the funniest shit ever. But when it's so real though, that was like real, that was the funniest shit
and that
ever.
Sound like Lonnie too.
Yeah, man. And I was like,
nigga, get in the car.
Let's go to the grocery store there. Let's go to Food Line. You know what I mean? Like, man.
What?
Hey, but anyway, but that was like, that's a you know, a message to these artists out here. You know, getting your records played on the radio does not mean a thing.
That's right.
Which comes to the number 7 reason why your shit don't get played on Go Live Radio.
Wow.
If Go Live Radio is the only show that you feel that will play your record is gonna change the world, and you have not even got the BDS coding, you have not even tried to work your record nowhere else.
The BDS coding, I tried to tell you.
Yeah, you know, and you feel that playing it on this show is gonna change your life. Your shit will never get played on Go Live Radio. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
That's right.
And it's funny because I got people who tell me, play my record, but you can get nobody else to play the record. So me playing a record, what difference gonna make if I play the record? And if the record doesn't fit the format, it's not gonna help you.
That's right.
Not at all, right?
So,
That's
you know.
true. You schooling them, they out there listening.
As many shows here on Rep VA, they will probably play your music. You know.
Right. This won't be one of them.
This won't be one of them though. I mean, because we just try to fit it to the format. You understand that, right, Doctor? No?
Hey yo, don't get me started.
I know. Me and him, we go back and forth, and we share the same brain when it comes to this bullshit. You know what I mean? Like he, oh my God, he'll go
Say
in.
something. In order to be a teacher,
Wait, give him the mic. Come on, give him the mic.
Get on the mic.
Give him the mic right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take over the show.
Nah, you take it over. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on, check this out. I'm gonna end this with a lot of y'all. Y'all young cats out there, like
close to the
You gotta get in the
a lot
mic.
of y'all young cats out there, y'all need to do your history. Just like you do anything, you gotta learn it before you do it. If I go to class and I'm an English teacher, what do I look like speaking unformal and not knowing the difference between a noun and a verb? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? You can't learn anything. You write run-on sentences, you can't do that. Same thing with hip-hop. If you can't rap, why are you rhyming?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, point blank period, because you look like a rapper? Okay, that'll get you over for a good 2 singles.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like Trinidad. Let me stop.
Go.
I like that.
Go finish your
Hey, yo,
comment,
check this
man.
out. And then people say that we hate on the craft. It's not that. We respect the craft. And when we see somebody not respecting the craft, we can't take you serious.
That's right.
And then you wonder why certain formats, you'll get away with that with pop radio because they don't know no better.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of kids in the Midwest that ain't never been around black people anyway. The only time they hear black people is on the radio.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
They're the ones that buy the records, that buy the skateboards, that buy the PlayStations. But we the ones that are the ones that give the money so that the kids can view it. But it's at the same time, it's a big disconnect. It's a real big on that level. And man, listen, half the stuff they play on the radio will not get played in my car. Yo, you got that? No.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what about no?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't run. How you gonna be a rapper and can't run?
You know, Ebro was talking about this on Hot 97, and I think he made a good point. You know, it just, you know, the people that embrace the poppiness of hip hop, you know what I mean? When their star fades and dies, he was talking about B.O.B. by the way.
Wow.
And B.O.B. was in the studio, but we talked about this. But he was saying, you know, when your star fell, when the pop people didn't want you no more because you got too black, now you gonna come running back to black radio, hip hop radio stations, and that's true. I mean, I think if they study the game and you work hard and you don't worry about making a hit, you make what's real and true to hip hop, then you should be okay.
Okay, and one more thing to touch on what you just said too. Prince is 50 years old. Name any artist that's Aretha Franklin. She's what, in the late 50s, late 60s?
She's like 7.
Okay, the point I'm trying to make is, did it diminish her singing in any type of way?
Yeah.
Did it diminish Prince's ability to listen to music as well? You're supposed to get better as you get older. Hip hop is the only genre of music where we look at it and we're like, oh my God, if you're over 20-something years old, you're irrelevant. Like, you forgot how to spit bars.
That's true.
Right.
Come on.
But I don't think that's exclusive to music, though.
I mean, but
That's a problem with culture.
Yeah, that's a problem
with popular culture.
Right, and both of them are perfect examples. The Grateful Dead before Jerry Garcia died.
Sure.
They toured for like 30 years without even dropping an album.
True.
Yeah, true.
But
Very
you know,
true.
I mean, shout out to all my artist friends that lie about their age. I'm not gonna call you out.
Hey, that's industry standard. Right? He's supposed to do that, right?
You got
It's
all
protocol.
of them dropped at least 4 years off. Some of y'all dropped 5, Steph Jones. You know what I mean? Y'all be
Wow.
Hey, but
Shots fired.
no doubt. But look, I'm gonna touch on something else that Jordan brought up. He said, let's talk about a disappointment of hip hop. And what album you said was a disappointment?
Yeah, Jay's Magna Carta, man. I mean, that was just like an immaculately produced piece of. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, okay,
like,
we all did a scale
Right.
on Jay-Z's album, and I think I gave it the highest number.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask the New York over here, Dr. No, because I guess you give it a 0.
no, I wouldn't give it a 0. There's stuff on it that I like.
Which
It's
one,
like-
on a scale of 1 to 10, would you give it?
I'd probably be with y'all like 4 or 5. So
Okay.
more, yeah.
Okay, okay, with that being said, you said you put it on a scale of what, 1 to 10 or 4, 5?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I can respect that.
Okay.
But also too, you gotta look at to what the scale's compared to nowadays.
Yeah.
On his worst days, I'm still better than 90% of stuff that's out there.
But that's why I'm saying it's a disappointment.
Right,
Yeah.
because you expect more, but then you
So
gotta think
much.
about it too. If he does rhyme on a certain level, who's gonna get it?
What do you give it, Kelly? Though, what do you give that
I would give
project?
honestly, I would give the album from a marketing standpoint.
No.
Marketing is a
Are you
10.
No.
Marketing is a 10.
Lyrically, Jay-Z's the type of dude who's been doing it so long that no matter what the music sounds like, the lyrics are gonna be there. You may not like the
Are you
concept of the
bumping this?
music.
Are you bumping Magna Carta, Holy Girl in your
There's
car?
certain songs I bump on here.
Certain songs,
Like
okay.
Heaven, I love Heaven. I just like the sonics of it, the way it sounds to my ear.
So when you
It's
give it a
appealing.
5 or 6?
I would give it, honestly, I would give it like a 5.
Well, you
But would that be
okay, fine.
considered? But that would be considered if that's the case. If I rated all 90% of the music that they consider hot today, everything would get 1.5.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
It wouldn't even budge the needle.
But we said that I think that J. Cole's album was better than Jay-Z's album.
J. Cole's album is better than. Don't talk about Yeezus. Oh my God.
I'll defend it. I'll talk about it.
Jay-Z's album, I mean, Yeezus album.
Yeah.
Yo, and I'm a Kanye fan.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying not to like what you put out.
Yeah.
You my man.
Right.
But nobody in camp was like, yo, fam, that ain't hot.
When you get to be a megalomaniac like Kanye, nobody's telling you nothing.
But this is the difference that I think, because I thought
Okay.
Jesus was better than Magna Carta. Now, this is why I thought that.
Wow.
I thought that, and again, there are beats on Jay's album that I loved. I thought were great,
Right.
but I think that Jay-Z is comfortable right now, and I think that's the biggest problem. Is that he is rapping about, I mean, literally that one track, and even though I think it's kind of catchy in a completely indefensible way, but when he's rapping about, Tom Ford, the
Yeah.
designer,
Uh-huh.
he's just repeating.
I don't really like that
That's what I'm
song.
talking- Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that like,
Right.
but it's just, he's talking about materialism, but
Right.
he's not talking about it in any way that gives any dimensionality to
Well, yeah, at this
what
point-
should be going on. But Ye though, at least what Kanye is rapping about, all right?
Right.
He at least is giving an examination to the emptiness of materialism
And I-
pushing sound in different ways.
Right, and I can respect that, but my thing about it is, to me, Yeezus, because I make music,
Sure.
sonically, it's not appealing. It's
Right.
like a temper tantrum for 40 minutes.
Oh, it's angry.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Temper
It's a
tantrum.
temper tantrum, like Kim Kardashian was getting on his nerves.
Sure.
Her mother was getting on his nerves.
Sure.
him having a kid on the way was getting on his nerves, and he just went to the studio and said, "Yo, fuck everybody."
Well, this is the and Rod and I talked about this the other day, but this is the standard that I hold every Kanye album to.
Okay.
Is that if there are at least 3 tracks on an album, then I'm like, okay, this is some of the best stuff he's put out. And Yeezus barely hit that. I think it's his weakest album.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I can respect
Yeezus
that.
barely hit that.
Okay.
But Black Skinhead, New Slaves, Bound 2, and then at the end, man, Bound 2, alright, so he's got this angry, out of control, like in-your-face album. But then Bound 2 is like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to late registration, college dropout, I'm just gonna toss this off. And it was just old school masterpiece. He's like, I can do this in my sleep.
Giveaway.
But this is my thing about it though. I didn't have to wait for the whole. Like that's the only song on the album I like.
Sure.
The only one. Like
He could have released a single and never put out Yeezus.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I would have been good with that.
Exactly.
My whole thing about it is this: as a creative, let's be real with music, okay? You got jazz, you got rock and roll, you got R&B, you got all these genres of music.
Sure.
A lot of them originate from urban areas and urban people.
100%.
Undisputed. What happens is Kanye already had his own lane, and he still has his own lane.
Right.
He didn't have to go anywhere else. He's playing the leader and everybody's following. That's why Kanye is one. Is he the greatest lyricist? No. But he put stuff together in such a creative way, he formed his own lane. Now, with that being said, I understand the press is, I don't know what the press is like for a dude on that level.
Right.
But you're contradicting yourself all the fucking time.
But who doesn't do that every day?
And understood, but at the same time, you're gonna tell me about New Slaves, but you're gonna try to sell me a cotton tee for $300.
Wait a minute, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Like,
New Slaves though, man, that song is a head turn in the biggest way. I mean, Spike Lee
Right.
did something like this with Bamboozled back in
Right.
2000,
Okay,
right?
okay.
And I love that movie because
I never saw it.
Right, what it does, it says, okay, look, the new form of slavery in America is the fetishization of black culture.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Everybody's trying to be this. I mean, white kids, everybody's trying to do this, right?
Right.
Everybody's doing this.
Right.
He's talking about that on New Slaves, and I've never heard anybody else in a popular forum. Now Spike got there way before he did.
Right.
But absolutely. He's like, I'm doing this, but then I'm gonna try to sell you a $300 t-shirt.
Right. And my thing about a whole of those issues is, it seems like to me when black people get money, they don't want to talk about shit no more. Like the ones that get money don't want to talk about shit no more.
I think their experiences are different. I mean, let's put it
True,
this
to
way.
a certain
We're talking
extent.
about Lupe, and we were saying how people sometimes don't feel him because he's a little bit off. I think Lupe, and I've talked about this before, I think he suffers from PTSD from growing up in Chicago, in Chi-Town. That's what this dude is dealing with.
Yeah.
You're right. Jay-Z grew up in Marcy, but you almost forget that.
Radio.
Supposed to remain stagnant as an artist. You're
Absolutely.
supposed to push the things. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, certain artists were my favorite because they pushed the way I looked and thought about music. You're supposed to challenge people.
Sure.
The way that music's set up now is they don't want to be challenged. It's manufactured as opposed to being creative.
Yeah.
It's two different things.
But when you're a Jay-Z or a Kanye, though, you can't afford to be creative because you're not worried about eating. If you're coming up and you know what I mean, if I'm Trinidad James, I'm trying to release the hottest
YouTube view.
single
Yes.
period that I can
Right.
get people. I'm trying to put a dance with it, so
Right.
they're gonna do it in the club. I'm
Yeah.
gonna sell T-shirts.
Right.
But if you Jay-Z and Kanye, you're like, wait a minute, how many more millions can I make? I can do whatever I want to do. I know that they're not as hungry. But if you're the kid in the street and the record label is raping you because you got the 360 deal, you can't even eat. Your little signing bonus is gone because you
Right.
spent it up in the studio trying to put together little tracks together.
Yeah.
You are trying to make a hit. You're trying to soldier boy. You're
Right.
trying to make whatever you
What?
can
Sure.
so that you can get out there and make money. When you Kanye and Jay-Z, you have, I think, more freedom to sort of expand and
But
explore.
you don't think as artists they owe their real true fans good music though? Like as
I mean,
artists?
if you think that Jay-Z's gonna come back out and put out a blueprint, I mean, do you think he's gonna do that?
I
At this
think-
point,
Why wouldn't he?
Well,
why wouldn't he do
Why
that?
wouldn't he though?
This is my thing. Eminem. Let's get off them for a second. Eminem.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Eminem could fall on a record tomorrow, put it out on iTunes, and it's gonna sell.
But he doesn't though.
But he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Because he respects the
game.
culture.
And
Because he knows if he comes sideways, he knows everybody's gonna come for his neck.
I'll give you that, but on the flip side, you got someone like Dr. Dre who could release the Detox at any minute and blow everything out the water, yet he holds on to it. I mean,
But he doesn't. But think about it. If I'm making $250 million off for some of the headphones,
Why would I make
why would I
that?
so, I mean, I don't think Slim Shady is starving either. That's my point. He doesn't
Right.
have to.
Right.
But
My thing is-
his point about Eminem is that Eminem is making hip hop records still, and
Right.
you can't say Eminem didn't make any money off
Right.
music.
No, I
My
agree
thing
with that.
about it is even aesthetics of music. it's like I'm hearing certain things. It's like even when I look at R&B, like Usher's making techno music. Him and Will.i.am are making techno music.
Right.
Will.i.am getting paid
For like 400 euro. It sounds like Euro trash to me. It sounds horrible to me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got Justin Timberlake and Robin Thicke, the best, biggest R&B artists of the year.
Justin has a high album.
Yeah.
Robin Thicke has a high album. Ain't that crazy though?
It is.
It's no coincidence. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like my thing about it is still a craft. Like you can make money off it, you can live off it. I don't have no problem with none of that. But lyrics is what's gonna keep you around. That's why we ain't talking about Little Flip. That's why we're not talking about Pastor Troy. That's why we're not talking about a plethora of rappers right now that were hot for 2 years or even a year and a half.
So what you're saying is that there's a responsibility for them to bring something to the culture and not take away from an actor.
Nobody, as long as people are able to profit off it, it's going to continue.
That's true.
That's point blank period. Somebody in Scarface talked about this. He said, I'd be goddamned if I let a white man at 70 years old in Malibu tell me what's hot in the streets. But y'all let him do it.
Yeah.
Y'all let him do it.
In New York, the checks.
Come on, in New York, y'all play more. Y'all play artists from everywhere. Y'all play more artists from everywhere.
Yeah, I was on the Hot 97 app and they play some bullshit. They play a lot of bullshit.
Like, and nobody's calling it out because if you call it out, then you're a hater.
That's true.
But then if you don't say nothing about it, you're a sellout. So what's the? You get what I'm saying? Like, come on.
But my thing is though, is that I don't think that you can't make the argument to me that at least creatively, Kanye West isn't right now pioneering what's going on. Everybody else is.
I think Kanye West is a very creative artist. Don't get it fucked up when I'm saying what I'm saying.
Right.
Me, it's my preference. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Outkast.
Sure.
Outkast, first 3 albums are straight up classics. I'll dispute that with, and I'm from up north and I'll say that.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
When they drop certain albums after that point, I would still go listen to them. Even if I don't like the albums, I would still give them a listen because I know the way they come across, they're always trying to push the culture.
Right.
So I'm going to give it a listen whether I like it or not, but it doesn't mean I stop being a fan.
Sure.
I just don't like that. That album to me, Jesus, is a headache.
And
I want 40 seconds. I want 40 minutes of my life back. Listen to that album.
Okay, all right.
Straight up.
Yeah, no, and I'm saying that you don't have to like, because trust me, I think I'm like one of 2 people that I know that's a proponent of that album. Even the people that I know that like 808s and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy are like, what the fuck just went on there?
Right.
But I think, let's take all that out.
Okay.
You can't tell me that he's not doing, he's not pushing back.
Okay, he's not, let's say, he's one of the most creative artists. I would not, like I said, I would never take that from him.
Right.
But my thing about it is, the scope of what music is right now is, it's fast food.
Agreed. And this is someone who's making everybody eat kale.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, this is like, at least you're trying.
At least you're trying, but
what you're doing is, it's got something to it. You there's some kind of inlet going on,
right.
And I'm engaging with that.
But the whole culture of it has to change. That's why I think when Kendrick Lamar did the Control verse, is it the greatest verse I've ever heard? No. It is something that he said. But the results of it, and it was a young person saying.
Right. The purpose was, I think, to inspire spitters to spit back in the day, and he did that. But you know what? I agree with both of you. I think, Kelly, to your point, I think there is a responsibility that these artists have. I'm not so sure that Kanye takes it seriously anymore. And he doesn't have to because he's Kanye West.
All right, look, we're gonna that be the last start. We're gonna get some music in. We're gonna come back and talk about it.
Okay.
All right, no doubt. Let's go live radio. Cause y'all going in.
We're gonna go back to the finish, man. We're gonna go back to the MC hip-hop.
Shit ain't like that no more. Stank ass rappers make me sick. Everybody on the goddamn stage got a mic. Motherfucker, why? We can't even understand what one of your asses say.
Go live radio.
Let me hear you scream.
Reppin' VA. Reppin' VA. Radio.com.